So I'm in Kenly, North Carolina, right off Interstate 95, where the newly opened GM Energy EV charging station has just started operation. As I said, this is the first day of operation of this location. We were waiting on the transformer. It is now installed. It is a 750 kVA transformer. This location is on Interstate 95. This time last year, Interstate 95 in the state of North Carolina, which spans about 190 miles, the state of North Carolina kind of fans out as it approaches the coast, and 95 goes through that wider portion of the state, didn't have any non-Tesla charging stations except for 2 Electrify America stations. However, since that time, Circle K has installed 2 locations on Interstate 95. They have a 3rd location under construction just to the north. The Tesla Supercharger network installed a 16 stall location in Lumberton on the southern end of 95. So once that opens up, that will be available as well. The Circle K location to the north of here in Wilson is paired Circle K, and they also have several stalls with superchargers. I believe it's going to be 8 supercharger stalls there. So Interstate 95 is definitely getting built out. This is a really needed location and great facilities, great amenities. Nothing's nicer than having a privately run CPO maintaining their equipment in order to ensure reliability. All right, now because this is an EVgo run station owned by Pilot Flying J, and I'm enrolled in Auto Charge Plus, I should just go plug right in and we should start charging. Let's check. Payment has been authorized. Auto charge work. No need to swipe a card or open up an app. Pretty sweet. All right, connecting to vehicle, checking cable safety, 2 of 3. Whew. See how long it takes. Heard the first connector. I think there's 2 sets of connectors that need to be made. Second set of the connectors, matching voltage. I pulled in here pretty low state of charge, 36%, so we should get the full throughput, which would, on the Volvo XC40 Recharge, be 155 kilowatts. Dang, we're ramping right up. So this is day 1 of this station, and the fact that we're getting full power on day 1 is really saying something, because I've seen lots of times as these stations get energized, there's throughput issues initially until bugs get worked out or something. I don't really know, but yeah, I'm getting full power. All right, let's check the price. 56 cents per kilowatt hour, not too bad. So as I said, there are additional stations up and down 95 now. It used to just be Electrify America, but now there are 2 Circle Ks as well, and Circle K and Tesla are putting in a station to the north of here in Wilson, North Carolina. And also, Tesla has a new 16 stall supercharger in Lumberton, North Carolina, near the southern end of Interstate 95. So hopefully, as competition starts to build, the prices will start to moderate. Looking good. Okay, now let's talk about this charger. This is an EVgo city charger, and it has a CHAdeMO connector. This is the only location in all of Pilot Flying J's portfolio that has one of these chargers with the CHAdeMO connector. And the person who is a co-owner of the construction company, King Brothers Construction, who built this site, chimed into a question on LinkedIn asking about this, and he said he believed it was because of regulations from the state of North Carolina. Now, the only reason I could think of the state of North Carolina would care what Pilot Flying J puts on their property is because they're receiving funds from the state of North Carolina. Now, the state of North Carolina had this location listed on a Volkswagen Dieselgate disbursement spreadsheet. So assumedly what's going on is the Volkswagen requirements in the state of North Carolina require a CHAdeMO handle, which is why this is here. That's speculation. I do know that the state of North Carolina has not done any NEVI awards, so this is not a NEVI site, but very likely they've received funds from the Dieselgate Fund. I'd previously been to this site while it was still under construction, and I was able to complete a News Coolum site review method review of it where it scored 39 out of 50, which I believe is the highest score that I gave to any site so far. It has terrific amenities. As you can see, the canopy is here. It's got the attached facility within walking distance. It has all the trash cans and amenities that you would expect at a travel center. It has 6 stalls immediately off the interstate. And when I say immediately, I could see the interstate from here. It is a short walk to the exit. It's probably 150 feet to the exit of the interstate. Very close. So it scored very highly. Very sought after location, as I said, right on the Interstate 95 corridor in the center of North Carolina. I'm sure this is going to be very heavily used. So speaking of heavily used, while I was here, there was a person who was driving by in a rental who was looking to charge up, but they actually didn't have this on their map, but they were driving by to their grandmother's house and they saw it and they pulled in and they started charging. It was a rental car that they were going to be doing rideshare with, and he was trying to hold down his costs because he was doing rideshare in an F-150 at about 20 miles per gallon. And I had to explain to him that the price here is not really going to save you money on gas. You'll only save money on gas if you charge at home. And we went over the adapters and how to get into a NEMA 1450 outlet so you could charge it faster than a NEMA 110. And he seemed appreciative and everything, but this location is in a terrific spot. Tons of traffic going through, not only on the interstate, but the local traffic going up and down this road. It's the main road for Kenly here in North Carolina. All right, here's one of the 350 kilowatt dispensers. It says 350 on both sides, and it is split, but there's a bit of a nuance to that. The way it works is the first car that plugs in gets 500 amps, and if you times 800 volts times 500 amps, you get 400 kilowatts. Now, that's only on an 800 volt car. On the other side only gets 200 amps. So the first person who plugs in gets 500 amps. The second person who plugs in gets 200 amps. I heard an explanation by Brandon Flash about why that is, and he speculates it's a result of the need for the gauge of the wiring or something. And once you try to split 500 amps, the gauge of the wire gets ridiculously large or something. Regardless, that's how it works. It is split power, but 500 amps and 200 amps. And here are the Delta charging cabinets that you would expect to see at any Pilot Flying J. 2 cabinets paired to the 2 dispensers, able to split power between them. Just went inside to use the restroom, and I can confirm that the restaurant is currently getting refurbished, obviously getting ready to reopen as a result of the EV charging station getting put in. And for completeness, I'll do a site walk around. Here's the transformer, as I mentioned, 750 kVA. The lighting control, it says. The chargers themselves, switch gear, obviously the iconic blue bollards, the canopy, which is branded GM Energy Flying J. We've got 2 350 kilowatt split power dispensers. There's one of them. Here's the other one facing the other direction. And then we have a EVgo city charger in order to comply with the requirement for CHAdeMO from the North Carolina Dieselgate Fund program. All the stalls are pull-through, labeled EV charging only, very close to the interstate and immediately adjacent to the facilities. So there you have it, brand new DC fast charger station on Interstate 95 in Kenly, North Carolina, in what used to be a charging desert, now getting filled in a location that's directly off the interstate with terrifically fast chargers, 350 kilowatt dispensers, at a location that has attached amenities, which is currently undergoing refurbishment. So assumingly they're going to freshen it up as a result of this charging station get put in. And the charging desert that was Interstate 95 in North Carolina is no more. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching.